Okay, this video is about how to use Next-Gen Math and the Coherence map synergistically side by side, so that way you can create an activity for students that follows the coherent map. So on the Next-Gen Math platform, you can choose any grade level you would like. Under that grade levels tab, click Standards Practice tile, notice that it interacts, and then click on there and you come up to the STEM grid. And the STEM grid has various stems. That's a stem for OA1, STEM 1, and you can see some of the data that's there, also the question type. What we do with our questions is that we basically change the key numbers, key nouns, and be able to create many questions based off of that stem. So if you were to look at the sentence structure or flow of that particular stem, the rhythm and beat of subject, verb, pronoun, etc. Follows the same pattern, but key numbers, key nouns are changed. So the stem stays the same, the numbers and key nouns change. So a stem creates questions. So from here, we're going to take a look at the coherence map. So here on the coherence map, we can go to third grade. You saw the previous video. We're going to third grade OA1. Here's OA1. We're going to map this standard backwards to the second grade standard. So you click Map Standard, and it opens up to second grade OAC4. We're going to write down second grade OA4 on a piece of paper so we know the path that we're going. Again, this is that multiplication one. It's a multiplication theme. That's repeated addition. This one, first grade OAD7, that is the standard for do kids know how to add. So we're just going to remember all three of those standards right there, and we'll write them down on a piece of paper. From inside of Next-Gen Math, what you can do, we're now in third grade, and I'm sliding over OA1, that's standard 1 stems. And notice that there's there's about 4 different stems that we could choose to create an activity. That's stem 2, here's stem 3, you can read that, and then stem 4 is right there. So there's 4 third grade questions based off of OA1. And you can, those are highlights. Now we're going to go to second grade. We're going to go to second grade, and where we're going to head to second grade, well, from the coherence map, we're going to 2OA4. So now we shifted to second grade. You saw that, and so we're going to slide down 3 second grade OA4 stems. So those are OA4 stems. And now we're going to shift on to figure out where we're headed to first grade. We're going to click on first grade. We're going to 1OA7. 1OA7, that's the standard. 1OAD, of course, the target, and 7 is the standard. So now back to Next-Gen Math. Go to grades, select first grade. Notice that the grid changes. We're now in first grade. There's 1OA7, and we'll find it here in a moment. There it is, and we're going to drag a couple of those over. And so now we have an activity for the kids to do based on the coherence, third grade, second grade, first grade. If we don't like the order, we can go ahead and change the order, put the first grade ones up towards the top, and then we can slide the third grade ones down towards the bottom. And then we'll have a nice ease of progression, first grade, then second grade, then third grade. Notice it's the numbers in front of the question that dictates the grade level. Next, I'm just going to choose a label. And so I have a label that's called Coherence. And then I'm going to give it a title. Let's go ahead and give it a title that's a meaningful title. And it looks like we're going to put, let's think through this, progressions of, or a diagnostic based on third grade OA1. And then we're going to go to the second grade OA4, and then finally the first grade OA7. So that's a nice progression, and 3 is enough. I wouldn't go much more beyond that. And we'll just we're going to preview. Those are our stems. And so now we click over here, printable. There's the printable icons, and then view, printable, then view. And now we have the print version of our activity. There's the 2 first grade questions, followed by the 3 second grade questions, ending up with the 4 third grade questions. And now we have that activity. If we wanted more than one of these activities, we just click refresh, and what happens is that the stems stay the same, but the questions change. And so you can click that as many times as you want. So now we've created that diagnostic, and we're ready to be able to provide that for the students. Now, how it relates to the progressions videos is that the progression videos go from, let's say, early number and counting and addition and subtraction, progression of division, multiplication, etc. This is more the instructional piece that Graham Fletcher has put together. And so we're seeing not only here, as you watch these videos, the instructional component of how the progressions work, but also in Coherence. The Coherence map actually maps out those progressions. And so we can see how by hovering over a particular standard that where the bold lines are highlighting that light up, it's showing you what standard that one is either supporting ahead of it, let's say in 4th grade or potentially in 3rd grade, but it can also support going in the other direction. So you do have the ability to accelerate moving forward. Again, progressions, videos, instructional. This is more of your plan for how to make this to intelligently relate the standards. And you can see how on this one, on the 3rd grade OA, it's the classic group. We got a group of 4 fish, 3 fish, and a tank. And so, but for us to be able to create an activity, we can simply go right there within the NextGen Math platform. And if we want to augment or add to it, we certainly can. So in review, on the standards grid, we have gold standards that are our major standards or our priority standards. That's highlighted in gold. And then we also have the blue standards. The blue standards are supporting, and those we spend less time on, but it's a good idea to think back in terms of if you're at 3rd grade, think about what's happening in supporting cluster 2nd grade as a basis for jumping into your 3rd grade year. And that's a good approach. Also recognized in Coherence Map and the progression videos, all 3 of these things for question types, coherence, and instruction all working together synergistically to provide, high quality, intelligent approach to the kids, and just continue to focus on the instructional component that we have in Rigor.